spicy, especially when they feature teams from the same conference.
Ooh, I like a little spice. But remember, only one team per conference gets to the final. So that's going to naturally develop some rivalries here and there. So tonight should be a really competitive game.
Now Washington starting five. Avdia and Kuzma at the forward slots. Jones and Poole teaming up in the backcourt. And it's Gafford in at the 5. And Grant, for years, the Wizards resisted calls to rebuild. But things changed this summer.
Yeah, B.A. And even though the return for their stars wasn't as dramatic as we saw for teams like the Jazz, I think there's a sense of relief in D.C. that the organization is resetting and trying something new.
Here's Jones, following the score by Atlanta. Here's Poole. Okongwu with the rebound. Right side, Hunter. Hunter on the wing. Back to Young. Takes a three. Tries again. And there's the bucket as Okongwu finishes.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Avdia. Poole for three. Nails it from three.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
For Atlanta, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Hunter. Three-pointer. Drops in the three.
A little get back. Hunter's not about to give ground. Answers back from beyond the arc.
Jones against Young. With the floater, and it's laid in by Jones.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
There's Young with the three, and the Hawks with another three.
This is why they call him Ice Trae, because he is so cold as he nails these threes.
Johnson against Kuzma. Inside, Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And a deep three from Young. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Hawks on top, leading by... And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, what do you think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Reason why, excellent spacing. They may not stay this hot all game, but hard to bet against them.
Young runs point with Bogdanovic at the 2. They and Capella, they're inside. And it's Matthews in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks.
You love Shamit's court awareness. Presents himself where he can catch and fire without hesitation.
And over the last year, some changes for the Hawks on the bench and in the front office. Coach Snyder brought in partway through last season. Back in Utah, he helped establish a dominant defense. Now trying to move the Hawks in a better direction on that end as well. Shamit, no good. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, the Hawks made the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, but now they're looking to return to contention. Trae Young said, quote, "We'll be all right. It's really just about us, taking care of what we can control and making sure we're ready every night. But if we get into a rhythm, it'll take care of itself." Brian?
Yeah, great point. All right, Allie, thank you. Shamit, no good.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
May passes to Young. And here's Bogdanovic. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Bogdanovic has got 8.
They're unafraid to let it rip from downtown, extending their lead.
Bagley up top. To the middle. Picked it out of midair. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Young finds Bay. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
In terms of playmaking, Trae is as good as they come.
And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for the Wizards. Trailing by 8 and going against Atlanta, their first meeting on the year.
And these two teams will face off against one another 4 times. It should be fun.
So you know each game they play will hold a lot of importance to both teams.
And a new group getting ready for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Johnson comes in for Bay. Hunter's checked in for Matthews. And Murray subbed in for Young. A big group substitution here for Washington. Gafford, he's checked in for Bagley. Avdia comes in for Kispert. Poole, he's checked in for Shamet. And it's Jones in for Wright.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big lead.
And so it's Bogdan Bogdanovic. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
One place that they're losing ground is on the backboard. And it's not that they've been terrible. They've just been simply outworked.
You know what it's called, Ernie?
And moving on to some award. That does it for halftime.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Boy, Bogdan Bogdanovic really making a difference here.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last two quarters.
On the court right now for the Wizards. Kuzma, the 4, down low with Gafford next to him. At the 2 and the 3, Avdia and Poole. And it's Jones in at the point. Well, Smitty, during the 2022 offseason, the Hawks made a blockbuster trade for DeJounte Murray.
Atlanta sending a clear signal. They want to win now. And I love it, B.A. The front office showing confidence in their players.
Pass to Gafford. Kuzma against Johnson. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. This is hard to believe, Grant, but the Wizards haven't been to the conference finals since 1979.
It is hard to believe. I mean, they've had some fantastic players over the years. But let me tell you, these fans in my hometown are hungry for a deep playoff run.
Gafford with the ball. Gafford with a screen on Murray. Here's Poole. Here's Gafford. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. And the dunk by Gafford.
Tyus Jones always put it in a spot where his teammate can fire right away.
Outside Murray. There's the triple. Rebound Washington. They've got the Heat ahead of them in their next game in Miami. It'll be their second game of a 4-game road trip. Kuzma outside to the inside. And the dunk by Gafford.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, that's what he does. Trae Young knocking down a 3.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Pass to Jones from 15 feet away. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Murray for 3. That one doesn't drop. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others. It's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. The talented duo of Young and Murray of the backcourt. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Hunter. And it's Okongwu in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Murray. The 3 is up. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Murray's got 5 points in the quarter. Well, Grant, you were in the playoffs several times during your career. The postseason's just different from the regular season.
It's 100% another level. I'll never forget my first series, 1996, against the great Shaquille O'Neal and Penny Hardaway of the Orlando Magic. Of course, yeah, my Pistons got swept. That was quite an introduction to the playoffs.
There's Young with the three. Rebound by the Wizards. Gafford's got 4 rebounds in the game. Poole finds Kuzma to the paint. Here's Gafford, and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And good whistle there.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now. And the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
Well, in addition, I love their passing. I mean, they're buying into that team concept. That's hard to get out of your young guys. Well, with a comeback out of range, we could put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Hawks.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the Arc tonight.
And it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Trae Young.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
So Washington ends up going with a new group.
I know Trae can seem frustrated at times, but to me, that's just his passion showing he cares about the outcome of every play.
Outside Bogdanovich. From downtown, nails it from beyond the arc. And the Hawks lead by 15.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Sinks that one from the post.
Bogdanovich is a productive scorer who excels on and off the ball.
Here's Wright. So we see the Hawks taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team.
All right, Allie, good stuff there.